Hello everybody, my name is Shanita. Welcome back to another wash day video. So I was just about to get started with my wash day and I decided to do something a little different with a product, and I thought you might be interested in coming along with me and seeing how it works. So if you've never been here before, hello, thank you for joining me. I am just going to be recording a little bit of my wash day this week. Not a whole bunch, but only because I'm going to be doing a little something different. I thought I would show you this process. I was showing and talking about my rinse out conditioner. What was I talking about? No, my shampoos in one video, and talked about my clay wash. And Glennis, hey Glennis, reminded me that Sarenzo Beauty had an amazing clay wash. And I remember that I had it and have never tried it. So this is the Amla and Brahmi clay wash. I've tried one of her other ones before. I'm not sure which one it was. It just wasn't all that memorable. So I'm gonna say that it was just okay. I don't remember throwing it away. I think I did use it up. But this one, I hear a lot of good things about. So this is the Amla and Brahmi one. And if you've never heard of Sarenzo Beauty, be sure that you are following her, darling. So it is 2 weeks later. I remember, oh my gosh, back in the days when I did wash day twice a week. Oh my gosh, long gone are those days. So, and then I went to every week because I thought, okay, just can't possibly not do it every week. And now, you guys, life has just taken me to a whole nother level, and I am doing it now every 2 weeks. And so I'm finding that I can get away with refreshing on the second week and not having to wash again. So this is week 2, and I am just sectioning off my hair into, you know what, let me just stop playing myself. I remember when I did this last week and said I should have just taken the time and put it into smaller sections. So I'm gonna do the 6 sections this time, like I used to do back in the day. Actually, I'm gonna do 5. I'm gonna do 5 sections. I like to do the 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and then 1 in the center. If you are one of those people, and I've met quite a few of you who have talked about having that crown area of your hair breaking off, this is actually what prompted me to start doing the 5 sections, because my hair was breaking off in the crown. I noticed that the hair there was just a different texture. It was a little bit more kinkier and just a little bit more harder to manage. And so I was treating it just like I was treating the other sections of my hair, and it just started breaking off, and it was so bizarre to hold it up and notice that it was a total different length than the other parts of my hair. So I am going to take the time and go back to that today, because the last wash day, it took me so long to get through these big sections that I was like, you know what? It would be just so worth it to just do the 5 sections than it is to try to break down a section into 2 in the shower just so that you can get it thoroughly wet and cleansed. Okay, actually, I'm just going to start with this one. So it is, the clay wash says to apply a small amount to palm, gently work into wet or damp hair, and smooth from root to tip using fingers to detangle the hair and just to rinse clean. So it sounds like it should be used like a shampoo. And I have had this for some time now. It's definitely been longer than the recommended use. I believe it says use within 9 months of the purchase. Yeah, I've definitely had this over 9 months, because we are already into the 9th month of 2022, and I haven't bought any products in 2022. So I am going to dampen my hair first. So this is not going to be wet, but it will be damp. So I'm taking this warm water that I put in this bottle, and I'm just going to spray my hair down. My hair, I sweat so badly in my scalp, and my scalp can get so dry and so itchy. So that is where we are. If it's dry, the second week I can go ahead and put a pomade or an oil in it and get by. By the second week, when it starts to itch, I know it's just dirty. It's just dirty and I need to cleanse it. So particularly with this product, I'm going to be sure I get it at the roots. That's where we want to cleanse the hair. I didn't even talk to you about the ingredients, but it is a clay wash. You've all heard me say over and over again how much I love a good clay wash. So when I use a clay wash, well, actually when I use like a clay treatment, I just put it all over the hair. It really is a good scalp cleanser. I think this has bentonite clay in it, and it has their Sarenzo shampoo base. It doesn't tell you what that is, but let's hope there's some cleansing ingredients in there. And then it has amla, brahmi, hibiscus, burdock root, nettle, marshmallow root, slippery elm, neem, camu, noni, and chamomile, vitamin B5, optimum, and a fragrance oil. So this is about it. This is all I'm gonna do outside. I'm gonna just dampen it, get it down into my scalp. You guys, if you have low porosity hair, oh my God, I cannot tell you what a difference spraying this warm water makes. I tried to do this very same process with another product and using cold water. I just grabbed the, turned on the water and just put cold water in the bottle. And what happened was, as it does with low porosity hair, the water just dripped. It just ran along the surface of the hair and just dripped down onto me, on the towel, on the floor. When you add warm water to it, excuse me, it actually absorbs into the hair. I'm not getting any on me because it is actually going inside of the hair strands and getting it wet, as opposed to low porosity hair where it literally sits on top of the hair and just, runs off. So this is such a nice change, and it is such a huge help if you are low porosity and you are trying to get your hair or scalp actually damp for a process. So you guys, I'm not going to do this all on camera. I just want to show you what I'm going to do. I've got plenty of this down onto my scalp, and I am going to just put it on, and I'm going to pin it up. I'm going to put my plastic cap on, and I am going to go on about my business. So in essence, kind of treating this like a pre-poo. I may go on and go and eat some lunch and let it sit, and then I'll come back, I'll jump in the shower, and I will give it another little mild scrub and then rinse it back out, and we'll see how it does. Okay, I am back, and that went magnificent. That was way better than the experience I had the first time. So that clay, the amla and brahmi mask, that's a winner. And I actually followed it up. Instead of using a rinse out conditioner this time, I am still trying to use up used products that I've stored in my refrigerator. And so I had a co-wash, rose clay co-wash cleanser from Curl of Essence left over from last year or so. And so it is a beautiful pink smoothie looking co-wash, and so it's very creamy, and I use that as a rinse out conditioner. I wanted to go ahead, first of all, use it up. Number two, I wanted to really be sure that my hair was clean and moisturized. The Sarenzo clay wash was good. I felt like it cleansed my hair. The aftermath of it was not as soft as some of the other clay washes I've used. And Ayurvedic herbs do that. They strengthen the hair. So some of that was to be expected, but because I've used so many clay washes that still leave my hair super duper soft, I decided to just follow it up with that co-wash cleanser from her. And also with that cleanser having a second clay in it, that one used rose clay, it just made for a nice moisturizing topper. So it helped also cleanse the hair because of the extra clay, and you know that clay attracts all of that dirt and oil and debris from scalp. So I used clay twice, but the second one was just way softer, and it left my hair so super duper smooth. It left it with so much definition. I could just see it in the peripheral of my eye, and it's like, look at those beautiful curls. So anyway, the two of those combined just made an excellent shampoo and conditioning session. If I used that clay wash, and I will use it up, I liked how I used it, letting it sit on the hair first and then jumping into the shower and making sure it was nice and wet, and just kind of scrubbed it some more and let it ran down, and finished rinsing the hair down continue to run the clay down my strands to cleanse it. But I would definitely use a rinse out conditioner after that. If I'm not gonna say if I were you, if you got the results I got, and I know you don't know that, but it just didn't leave my hair super duper soft. Cleansed, but just a little too, just not super soft like I like it. You know what I mean? So anyway, I will use it up though. I feel like it got really nice and clean. So, and even right now it feels soft, but I can tell my strands are not squeaky clean, but feel amazing. Okay, so I'm in this zone now, you guys. I've got to I got to use up some of the open products that I have that have been sitting around a while. So I was about to grab something new, and I was like, it still got the seal on it. I'm gonna let that stay for a bit while I try to go and use up some of the products that have been open. I've used 1 or 2 times, and I'm sticking around, letting it stick around because I like it, and so I need to use up. So I'm using 2 of these because I only have a little bit of each of them. The RX Cobaiba Essence Deep Conditioner. You know I love RX hair. I just talked about them in my last video. Love them so much. And then this one is Curl Origin. This is their Pink Superfood Hydra Melt Hair Mask. Don't know if you have tried this one from them before. This one features blackcurrant, fig, and goji berry extracts. And you know, this company doesn't use butter, but they just use some of the most amazing botanicals that really do an excellent job of conditioning the hair. It says it's formulated to hydrate dry curls. It is blended with lightweight oils and emollients that give curls moisture without weighing them down. So this is one any texture of hair can use. And like the blackcurrant oil is like right at the top. So it's water, blackcurrant oil, goji fruit extract, fig fruit extract, blueberry fruit extract, bihydramonium methyl sulfate, cetyl alcohol, sunflower seed oil, jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, syndromonium chloride, sweet almond oil, cetyl alcohol, beet sugar extract, avocado oil, and phenoxyethanol as a preservative and fragrance. And so this is what this looks like. It really does remind me of that Curl of Essence Rose co-wash cleanser I just used. That soft, it feels exactly like it. It even looks exactly like it, because this is like a very faint pink, and that's exactly what the co-wash looked like. And the RX hair one is a firm conditioner. I was so unsure about this when I used it because it looks like it's one of those that would just sit on the hair, but oh my gosh, I'm gonna show you this stuff. It just melts on contact. It is full of, let me see if I can make out, mango butter, cocoa butter, and like it doesn't have water. This moisturizes without water. It's formulated so perfectly. That's why I said this girl has a gift. She really needs to come back. So the first 5 ingredients: cocoa butter, mango butter, copaiba balsam, olive oil, and marshmallow root. That's it. And so it is, you get way more product, like the thick, rich, actual ingredients than water. And last time I used this, I was like, I'm fine with that, because you know, I already got plenty of water. I want my products to have some good ingredients in it, and this does. So I'm going to show you that in just a moment, but I've got to remember to start in the front, you guys. It's such a habit. So I'm going to use the Hydra Melt Hair Mask by Curl Origins. So it's just kind of a lotiony consistency, but it really, really smooth. It feels so good on my hair already. Like it's just, I could detangle with this. I could detangle with this, and it's one of those that you really don't need a lot of because it's not really heavy and rich. Look at this. It just glides through the hair, destroying tangles on contact. Yeah, and like this was probably too much. This was probably even too much for me. Like, oh, I didn't even need all that. I can feel the access just on my hand, but I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I always rather go with too much than too little when it comes down to conditioners. So I'm gonna take my bobby pins like I do and just pin up the side of my hair, and I'm gonna finish up this entire side with that Curl Origins one, and then I'll come back and let you see how the RX hair works, even though you can't get it. But. Okay, so my hair is full of deep conditioner, as you can see, and so I wanted to show you how this RX hair conditioner works. My hair has gotten dry already. The one ingredient in this product that makes it so freaking unique that she needs to patent is this what's it called? Copaiba balsam. How you pronounce it? Copaiba balsam. B-A-S-A-L-M. Balsam? Whatever. So it is I had to look it up because I was like, there's nothing really all that unique about this product except that I'd never heard of before. And come to find out, it's like the sap that grows in a tree, in a copaiba tree. Y'all, I can't talk. In a copaiba tree. So this stuff grows like a sap in the tree. And I don't know how on earth she learned that would make an awesome product and an awesome ingredient in a product. So she decided to just get some and add it to a few moisturizing butters and oils and a conditioner, and hit wonder. Let me tell you, it is not like something that's just gooey. I'm sure it's gooey, but I don't know, just the combination of it with these other butters and oils just make it so moisturizing and so slippy. And so it really does just melt into the hair very nicely, even low porosity hair. And so even though it looks really, really thick, it penetrates very well. And of course, and add heat to it, it's just even better. I don't think I've ever seen a deep conditioner that had so much slip that was just so thick. And it's another one of those that is very rich and concentrated, so you don't need a lot. And she does use these 12-ounce jars, so that helps a lot. I've had this for so long, and I actually haven't used this in a while, and I'm a little upset. But I have like so much of this left. I thought for sure I'd used all of this in this wash day. But I know this doesn't look like a lot, but I would say this would condition. I could put this all over the entire, at least one side of my head all over again. I probably had about just a little bit more than that to start with. So it is awesome. And I feel good knowing that both sides of my hair, though they're not going to get the same ingredients, it's kind of weird. It's like exercising one part of your body. Like you're going to give one side something that the other one doesn't. But I'm very comfortable with the idea that certainly they're still going to be, it's going to be super duper moisturizing, and I'm going to get some amazing results. I went too heavy with this one. I went back and added to some sections because I was trying to use it up. Like I had about a quarter size left, and I just didn't want to store that. So there's too much going on over here. But can you see the difference? The Curl Origin one was smooth and soft and really lotion-like consistency. Whole lot more looser. Like I could not have poured that because, I mean, I held the jar up. It would have run out. But look how it looks on the hair. And then this one that was so thick just goes right through, penetrates right into the strands. So let me go do my hot duty up under this heat, and then I'll come back and decide what we're going to use. You probably won't even see me again until I'm completely done with this. The day has just gone on too far. So I'll see you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and let's see what kind of results we get this week. Okay, you guys, so I am back. This is part 2 of a video I didn't even record a part 1 for. So I have done a couple of videos now where I started recording my shampoo and conditioner and talking about what I was going to use for my hair, and then didn't come back at the very end to tell you how it went. So I'm going to try to do all of that wrap up in this one video and tell you about this hair, which has nothing to do with either of those videos. So the first one, I can't even remember what I used. I can't. I know once I see the clip, I'll remember what the product was and how it turned out. So maybe I'll be able to put some sort of blurb somewhere here in the video to let you know how it ended up. But like, I don't know what conditioners I used. I don't know what stylers I used on those videos. So I do have a few products here that I used. I don't know which ones with which. So I'm just gonna talk about them, okay? So 2 things that I used in the same wash day that were absolutely unforgettable was these 2 masks. The one by RX, the Copaiba Essence Deep Conditioner, and the Pink Superfoods Hydra Melt Hair Mask by Curl Origin. I used both of these in the same wash day using one on each side. This conditioner was so thick, so thick. I don't even understand how this stuff absorbs into your hair strands, but it really does. You can rub it in your hands and it just, it's like it melts. It really feels like it just melts. And so it goes into the hair strands beautifully. This was just spectacular, both of them. And I'm really trying to be specific about the difference in them. Both of them were super duper moisturizing. This one, of course, because of the thick butters in it, it had a little bit more richness. My hair appreciated the moisture that this one provided, but it still had slip. It still left my hair soft. It just was just everything. I don't know where she is, but I just want to go and protest outside her house. She needs to come back and bring us some more of this. So when I hear from her, if I ever find out what's going on, I'm gonna let you know, because this is something you must try at least once. It is absolutely magnificently magical. I really mean that. And then this stuff right here, honey, I always said that she scented their 4 butter mask. The one that says overnight treatment was one of my favorites from them. This is one I didn't buy. I won this in a giveaway. Honey, this stuff, oh my God, I don't even have the words. It is everything a deep conditioner should be. It goes on wonderful. It just glides through the hair. Once you add a little heat to it and rinse this stuff out, like the tangled hair in there, just like, okay, I can't compete. I can't even compete. They just fell out on their own because there was just so much slip in my hair. It's lightweight and it doesn't have a butter in it at all. Let me make sure I'm not lying, because this company rarely use butters. Yeah, this one does not have butter at all. It's just full of emulsifiers and extracts. It does not have glycerin. This stuff is so perfectly done. And it's in an 8.5 ounce jar. I don't even know if they make this. I think I won this 2 years ago. And I do remember using it one time, but I just forgot. I just didn't record, I guess, what it did for my hair. And so when I used it this time, like it almost brought me to tears. This was so good. This was so good. So when Curl Origin puts on another one of those 30-40% off conditioners, I beg of you, your hair begs of you, for the sake of all the healthy hair, good feeling, soft moisture, slippy, oh my God, everything you want. Get you some of this. Get you some. I love that it's called Hydra Melt. That's just kind of what it's like a soft butter that just glides through the hair, and nothing like rinsing it out when it already is feeling so silky. That's the word. Like it just came away feeling silky. It just did not feel like, it just felt like, girl, I don't even know. I was about to say relaxed hair. It just felt so much better than I remember any of that being. This is a must try. Okay, now I didn't use way too much time on that. I think you get the gist of how I feel about this. It says it's good for fine, medium, or curly hair. And I do. It's lightweight. Anyone could use this. But if you have thick, coarse hair, this is gonna blow your mind. I did not expect to love that so much. Excellent, excellent product. The deep conditioning that week was just, sometimes it's so good, you're like, I could just stop right now. My hair is happy right now. I could be done. But that is how that ended. I did do a wash day where I used Sarenzo's hair pudding. I'm vaguely remembering what I used with that wash day. I don't remember. So I might put these clips together like in one big collage, you guys. And I believe when I used this hair pudding, I believe I used the Curl of Essence leave-in, which is so super hydrating. I always use that when I'm using a product new for the first time and I'm just kind of unsure about if it's going to be hydrating enough. So I use this hair pudding, and I really had some expectations for this. I always say that my hair loves like a butter, castor oil, bihydramonium methosulfate. Just seems like all the conditioners that my hair loves. Those three items are somewhere in the top 6 or 7 ingredients. And so this, when I read it, I was like, oh, this sounds good. Water, avocado oil, cocoa butter, castor oil, cereal alcohol, xanthan gum, extra virgin olive oil, sunflower oil, hibiscus, burdock root, marshmallow root, slippery elm, nettle, neem, camu, noni, moringa. I mean, it just sounds spectacular. And so for it to be a styler. So when I used it, it does say it is for medium hold, and it does have a tact to it. It's not sticky. You can tell it's just meant to have a little more tact so that it's not as strong holding as a gel, but it'll give your hair some hold. If you're doing a twist out or something like that, it would hold. I wouldn't try this on a wash and go for my hair. There's not enough hold for that. But I came away with twists that were so defined. And see when it comes out, you see what I mean? By having that little texture there. So that is that element that provides it some control so that you get some hold with it. And it glided on in a way that was so silky. It almost felt like a creamy gel. I had so much slip when I was twisting my hair. I don't think I've ever used anything like that in texture as far as a styler. Just so slippy. It just had so much slip going on. And so I do remember adding oil to the pudding on top because I just always do that. And just when I finished, just these juicy, just lovely twists that were coiled so beautifully because of that gel texture, because of that castor oil, cocoa butter. Hair was just so shiny. And I think I left it in a couple of days to make sure it was dry. And when I took them out, when I took the twist out, I still had very high hopes. They held together very well. That hold in it was really, really good. And so they just look spectacular. When I went to separate them is where I had the problem. And I don't do a lot of separating with my twist anymore. I just literally separate the twist as a whole 1-2 times and just let it go. I don't pick out the roots anymore. None of that. I just literally take the twist loose. And when I split the twist apart to try to give it some more volume, it just all fell down. It just fell down. Like, I was getting frizz as I was pulling the twist apart. Yeah, it kept the definition though. It kept the definition. It just gave me more frizz than I would have liked. And also, the one thing I do remember about this that stood out, I'm always thinking that a product is going to have my hair, the length of my hair is usually really, how do I describe this? Okay, let me just tell you about this one. With this product, I found the length of my hair held the definition. It was when I pulled the end loose, the very ends of the hair is where all the frizz showed up. And I just thought that was so bizarre. And I always do that thing where I'm twisting from the scalp down, and then right before I twist the ends up, I add a little bit more product so that I can make sure that the ends are nice and moisturized, and that also will help it to keep that defined curl at the end. But for some reason, the ends look bad. I've trimmed my ends, and so that's not the situation anymore because I've had no other products that have done that before. But anyway, yeah, by the time I end up taking those down and separating to the ends, it just kind of frizzed up on me, and the frizz I could handle. The problem came in when I just didn't like the way it felt. It was not moisturizing enough for my hair. Surprising, because that cocoa butter and castor oil in the top 5, I had such high hopes for, but it didn't provide that moisture that I like. It didn't provide the softness that I like. And your hair can still be soft and have hold. They're not necessarily completely exclusive of each other. I've had products that have given my hair definition and hold, but it still felt soft. And so with this, it just felt, the texture just felt rough to me, if that makes sense. It just wasn't moisturizing. At the end of the day, that's just what it was. It was not moisturizing enough for my hair. And I'm trying to think of a different way that I can use this so that I can not have to get rid of it or throw it away. And I'm still thinking. I'm still thinking on that one. So that's what happened with that one. There was another wash day where I used another product, you guys. And I normally keep them out separate so I can remember to come back, and because I will forget which one I use. And so that one, that week, whichever week that was, I didn't keep it out. I don't know why. Clearly it didn't work out well because the wash day isn't memorable. Usually when it goes really, really well, either I definitely come back and let you know and let you see it, or it just stands out in my mind and I can remember it. And so maybe I'll think of it at some point. Maybe it'll come to me. However, let's talk about this third and final wash day that I have, because I've done 3 different wash days since the last time you all have saw a wash day video. The last wash day I had, in this instance, I don't remember the shampoo or conditioner I used, but I know what I styled with. And that is this hair that, oh my God, feels like a cloud. Oh my God. Like this, for instance, right? It has some definition, but I wish you could feel it. This is old now. This is old. Anyway, I used Forbella Naturals Marshmallow and Ginger Twisting Souffle that contains mango butter and honey are its featured ingredients. If you have not heard of or used the Forbella products, yes, just yes, you need this. You need this one. She's another brand that I talked about when I talked about my rinse out conditioners, how awesome those have been. And I used this once before in a video. I did an entire wash day with this particular twisting cream, and I remember it coming out well. I remember that. And I'm going to link it in the description box so that if you're interested in seeing that, you can see it. It's probably been about 1.5 years ago now. But I thought I'd just pull this out and just try it again, just to kind of see, because it's 12 ounces, is so much product. And let me tell you about this. Child, it says that this souffle is formulated to give your curls that TLC it needs to be fabulous. It is specially formulated to reduce frizz, add definition, shine, and smoothness to thick, curly tresses. It has a balance of organic herbs, butters, oils, and extracts that will restore and lock moisture, body, and shine to your curls for that healthy, natural curl look. And souffle, when I hear that, I don't typically run to souffle, because to me that indicates to me it's going to be lightweight. So here's what this looks like, and it is a souffle type texture. It is exactly what you're going to get. So it is a soft butter. It's a little bit thicker than a lotion, but it's not thick like the products I typically use. But it has this, I would say, about a medium consistency. Look at this. All of this rubbing, it's not emulsifying. So it's not one of those thin foo-foo stylers. And I decided to twist my hair with this, and I twisted it, and again I added a light oil on top. It's just habit. I just can't help myself. But I took my hair down after the second day of this as well. And the first day I was like, okay, you know, it's shiny, it has definition, and it just kind of failed, blah. Again, I didn't pick it out. It just was, it was fine. I would have definitely gone out with it. But I went to, this is the third day. So for 2 nights, I just put on my little hair sock and got it off out of the way so it wouldn't smash too many of the curls. And every day I've just been getting down and using my hands and kind of fluff it out. And every day it just got a little bigger and it got a little bigger. And I guess today all of a sudden it's like, oh my God, this stuff feels so good. And you won't be able to see how defined it is, because again, this is 3rd day of wear, and it's probably freezing in some places because I cannot keep my hands out of it. But I don't know if look, I'm not even in the camera, Lord, look at this. But I don't know a product that I have that has my hair feeling so soft. I always think of soft hair as hair that's not defined, that is not gonna have that hold and moisture that I need. My hair just feels so lightweight, like you almost wouldn't think a butter was in here. But the softness here, I don't understand. I don't understand. And it has honey in it. So I'm, trying to be a little bit more leery of honey and glycerin in this humid weather that I'm now living in. And so I was thinking that, the honey was going to give it a poof, and it probably has to some degree, given it some volume, being such a strong humectant that it is, but it still is holding the definition. Glycerin just poofs it up and it starts to give that afro feel where it's just mostly frizz. There's just hardly any definition. And I am so impressed with this. I am so impressed with this. And not necessarily so much for what it looks like, because of how it feels. It's such a magnificent product for somebody who just wants soft, moisturized, healthy hair. Having the definition and getting some volume and styling with this is like the residual effects. The main thing is just this softness. Like, yeah, because my hair is thick and it likes thick products, I just don't experience this. I don't. all my products tend to be a little heavy and weighed down. Probably too because of how much I use. But this is just so soft, so amazing. And I could wear this every day. I could use this product every single wash day and be so super happy. Super happy. I'm getting some of the curls are loosened enough so that I can just enjoy the hair framing my face. And it usually never gets to this point because usually by then it's starting to look bad. My scalp is a mess and I'm having to rewash. So I'm just enjoying this. But this marshmallow and ginger souffle, I am going to talk to her to see if she still has that discount code of coils. But she does sales generally around the holiday. You don't see a whole lot. Black Friday, there's another one where she normally has a good discount on the products, but these are just not expensive at all, just at regular price. So good, so good. You gotta try this. Use the coils discount code. I don't benefit from that at all. It just will give you a discount. And I think also if you subscribe to her email list, it will also give you a discount on your first purchases. But try them. And I have a lot of products by her that probably from every category that I've used and not had a problem. Like, I really like them. The rinse out conditioners for sure. The deep conditioners, oh my God, for sure. This is my favorite styler. I know she has others, and I clearly am missing out and need to try those as well. But leave-in conditioner, she does fantastically. She has a great scalp pomade that is not oil, but sort of a solid oil, has the beeswax in it. Just feels amazing. So try for Bella. Do give her a shout out. Follow her on Instagram and subscribe to that email. You'll love her products. So that is it. I wanted to just come back and wrap all these up so I can get rid of those little clips where I started videos and didn't finish. I'm just going to put them in one big one. And you guys, hopefully you can get something from some of the things I said there, because I don't even remember what it was. But nevertheless, I'm going to end this one, and let me know if you have any questions. Do make sure that you like the video on your way out. I do appreciate you as always, and I hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you at the next one. Bye, guys.